Hey friendlies, it's Carolyn and welcome back to my RV life. Happy Memorial Day. I was sitting here thinking that, I should shoot a video for everybody on YouTube for Memorial Day. And then I was thinking, well, I'm not really in a great mood, so I don't think I'm gonna post a video. Not my usual happy, chipper self today. And then I thought, well, maybe I should post a video. You guys kind of like the reality of my life. A lot of you are pretty invested in my life, and a lot of you like the realities of life on the road and life being a nomad and dropping out of society, which I'll cover in a minute, and what it's like to live in an RV, and facing some realities, and they're not making me feel very good. I'm almost struggling with what feels like a low-level depression, maybe. And I don't get depressed. I'm not a depressed person. I'm usually a pretty happy person. But I've been in Florida for a couple of weeks now. I told you in my last video, a lot of videos are going to be out of order. In fact, working on a Route 66 video right now. So I've been in Florida for a couple of weeks. It's hot. It's humid. I have been pretty much parked in Bob's mother's front yard, just because it's so hot that I don't want to be anywhere besides in the house in air conditioning, and I'm just not feeling very good. I don't know. I miss my forest. I miss just being out in nature. I miss walking out my front door and not seeing anyone. I miss quiet. I am around some very, very nice people. Bob's family is wonderful and kind and sweet and have made me feel completely like part of the family. And they love Capone. Capone loves them. So it has just been a really comfortable place to be. However, I'm in an environment that, after being out of it for almost a year, there's an awareness that I didn't have before, for one thing, about just what I see on TV and the fear that is propagated by news and TV shows. I mean, every night the news is just about who got murdered, who got shot, who got eaten by an alligator, who did this, who did that. That's what our news is. And in addition to just being subjected to that as many hours a day as I have been, which is a lot for me. Even in my old life, I didn't watch this much TV or this kind of TV. And being inside where the air conditioning is, that's just the reality of my situation right now. And besides that, just a lot of you know that social issues, women's issues, racial issues, LGBT, transgender, all of those things are things that I care about and things that I'm very aware of, and especially women's issues, of course, being a woman. And so watching TV after being away from it for a year just is really eye-opening. I'm telling you, it is just so eye-opening just to see how different segments of our population are portrayed, and to think that most of us consume this many, many hours a day, every single day. And the fact that it's making that the result is that I'm feeling depressed. I think that's part of it. It just made me think about all of us and the impact it has on all of us. The things that we see, the things that we're fed, it's just like we should be, many of us are mindful about what we put in our bodies. And for me, I'm very aware that when I eat like crap, which I've also been doing, I feel like crap. Well, the same thing is what feeds the same rules apply for what feed our mind and feeds our soul. And if we're feeding our soul with negativity and fear, what impact is that having on our collective psyche? I'm feeling the impact that it's having on me. I'm just really not myself right now. I'm just not happy. I just can't wait to get back to the woods. And I thought I would share that with you because I thought about naming this video Nomad Life Ruins You. But I think it's quite the contrary. I think normal life ruins us. And I think that going back to authenticity within myself and authenticity within nature is what cures me. It has cured me. It may not be true for everybody. That may not work for everybody. There are people who thrive in society. There are people who are very happy in society. But I think that honestly, I think that that's probably the minority. Look at our society. But look how unhealthy we are. Look at how angry, how mean, how vindictive, how polarized we have become. And you have to wonder what's feeding that. I just know that when I'm in the forest, things make sense. I went to the movies the other day because I thought that would be a good escape, and I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, and I had to plug my ears. It was so loud, and it was so fast, and it was so violent, and it was just so, what's the word I'm looking for? Made up. It was so fake. And I just think about how much in our society and how much in our world is fake. We're bombarded by fake. And when I go to the woods, there's nothing fake. It's all real. And I come alive. So I just thought I would share this little reality with you because a lot of you do want to know what the reality of RV life is. And for those who are thinking about coming out here and doing this, just know, and I said this in my Thanksgiving Black Friday video, you will never be the same. You can't come out here and live free, especially those of us who are living in national forests and BLM land. It might be a little different for those living in RV parks because you're still really part of society, and especially those who are still watching a lot of TV. But for me, trying to remove myself as much as possible from modern society, not completely. I still watch TV. I still have my favorite shows that I watch. What did I, 6-7 hours a month, I think, of TV I watch, compared to I'm subjected to the TV probably 6 or 7 hours a day right now. And many of us are. That's what society is about. I wanted to share this with you to give you the reality. And maybe also, not only the reality for those of you who are thinking about embarking on a life like this, whether it be traveling in an RV or a van or traveling the world or backpacking or whatever it is that you're thinking about pursuing that is your dream. Not only is it my hope to make videos like this to get people thinking about that, I would also like to make videos, or the reason I am making this video is to get the rest of us thinking. Those who are still living in modern society, those who are still consuming what is spoon-fed us and shoved down our throat. You know, the TV, the commercials, oh my gosh, every commercial is about a drug. Every commercial, because your skin doesn't look good enough, because your medicines that you're on are having bad side effects, so here, take another pill. All I can think of is when was it? I don't know, early in the 50s, 60s, they took cigarette commercials off because they were bombarding the airwaves because they had all the money for the advertising. Well, I think they need to do the same with pharmaceuticals. Every commercial. And every commercial is about a drug to fix something because you need to be fixed, or a beauty product or something to fix you because you're not good enough the way you are, and especially women. I could do a whole other video about the things that I have been seeing about how women are portrayed. yeah, I won't get into that today. Maybe another video. Actually, I'm going to do, I said there would be a controversial video coming up, and maybe I'll cover it in that one about what it means to be a woman in this society and what expectations are put on us and how we're supposed to look and act and feel and live our lives. And boy, after being removed from it for as long as I have, and then watching TV and seeing the roles of men, women, and minorities in TV, wow, it's just really eye-opening. So I made this video to share with you who are invested in my journey. Not every day is poodles and sunshine and balloons. But I know the answer. The answer is to get back in the woods. And tomorrow I am going back to my precious woods. I don't know where. Even if it's hot and muggy and I'm uncomfortable, I will find a way to make it work. My refrigerator's not working right in this heat, even though I took it to the RV shop and they checked it and they said it was fine. My freezer's fine, but my refrigerator is just not keeping things cold. So this is what asking for advice looks like. If any of you have any ideas what that might be, I'm open to suggestions. Again, the RV shop checked it. They cleaned the flue that the pilot is in. They said that was a little dirty, but it's still just not keeping things cold inside my refrigerator. And my battery isn't charging, and just I'm in a blah. I'm just blah. Luckily, I do have my wonderful friend Bob, who is just a really great guy and is very grateful that I'm here, and has been it's nice to have him here to commiserate with, because he needs to be here for his mom, but he's feeling like a caged animal, just like I am. Okay, I'm kind of babbling, I guess. I wanted to share another reality with you and hope that it gets you thinking, all of us, about what impacts our state of mind, and what's important, and what's real. Because boy, coming out of the woods, I don't know, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. I just feel like we as a people, we as a society have just gotten so far removed from our true selves. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad. That, on top of the vindictiveness and the vitriol that I see on YouTube, makes me sad for us. So on this Memorial Day, and of course it's about remembering all who sacrificed to give us what we have, all who sacrificed to give us the freedom that we have, I think that maybe the message is don't stop fighting. Don't stop fighting. I think that we can make change by making change within ourselves first. And I said this in another video. If we want to make change, we have to be change. This is my little way of saying no to the forces that are become so much bigger than us, that try to tell us how we all should live just to line their pockets and make corporations and politicians richer. This is my way of saying no. No, take me back to the woods. Okay? I don't know if that made any sense, but I did think it would be a good idea to share another reality with you about what it's like to drop out of society. The way I get challenged on that. No, I didn't completely drop out of society, but I did drop out significantly more than 90% of Americans. So this is the reality of it. I do hope that wasn't too much of a Debbie Downer for those of you. And I'm going back to the woods today or tomorrow, where I will be happy again. And stay tuned. I have a lot of great videos. I just want to say thank you all. I love you guys who get it. I love you guys who get me. Oh, those of you who get me, I gotta tell you, that's just icing on the cake. And I appreciate you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful and happy Memorial Day, whatever you're doing today. Be safe, be happy, be free, and be kind.